How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? Newsflash, I love Arcane. Actually, I should be more specific. Not that that statement isn't true, but what I really love is League of Legends. I love it. I have thousands of hours in it. I've been playing it since Arcane released, so like, what is that, 2015, something like that? It's so much fun. Noxian is currently my favorite character and has been since he released, and I'm not one of those obnoxious League of Legends players either, who are like, yeah, I have 12,000 hours in the game, but like, I hate it. League of Legends sucks. Like, shut up. No, you don't. Obviously, you objectively love the game. Quit spreading all of this weird, needless negativity about it. I keep a little Xayah statue on my desk because I love Xayah. I bought my buddy a Rakan statue because he is my Rakan. It's just a great time, and Arcane is, in my opinion, the best video game adaptation ever made. Like, by a long shot. People like to say that the Last of Us TV adaptation, like, broke the video game adaptation curse. That's not true. That's just objectively not true. And it's not that The Last of Us TV show is bad by any means. It's definitely like an 8 or 9 out of 10 show. But The Last of Us video game is so basically a movie already that you would have to be thoroughly incompetent in filmmaking to not accidentally make something at least pretty good out of it. You know what I mean? Like, the blueprint was already there. Meanwhile, Arcane really had a lot of creative work to do. The art style's incredible. The first 3 episodes of Season 1 always make me cry every time I rewatch them. The world building and character work is all really well done. All of this without leaning on, like, the existing IP as a crutch. Obviously, Arcane adapts the lore and story of League of Legends, but it never feels like it's, like, using the game's, like, items, characters, abilities, whatever, as, like, cheap fan service, you know? Like, when Arcane starts to, like, it's not like Arcane will start to get dull, and then it'll be like, oh, here comes Lux to spice things up. It's a very confident show with a bunch of new characters not found in the game that are arguably as interesting as the pre-established characters. Sometimes they're even more interesting. I'd argue every character in the show is more interesting than Jace. I have already made 3 videos on Arcane a couple of years ago when Season 1 came out. I'll have Tom, my editor, put little, like, thumbnails of that wherever. I'll also link them in the description of this video, so make sure you check those out to see my full, thorough thoughts on Season 1, but spoiler alert, I was pretty into it. Now Season 2's just dropped, and we're gonna check it out. It couldn't possibly have dropped at a worse time. I am drowning in shows right now, but we're gonna make this work. So here we go. Everybody strap in for Season 2 of Arcane. God, I forgot how fucking sick Mel's character design is. Sorry, is this an insensitive time to comment on people's drip? Listen, I don't care if you're at a wedding or a funeral. If the plumbing's leaking, somebody should mention it. Drip should not go unnoticed. Oh, speaking of drip, here comes Madam Clockneck. Oh, speaking of drip, here comes the goddamn waterfall herself! Ambessa is my favorite character in the entire goddamn show. She is so cool. She's a 7-foot-tall muscle mommy who bathes herself in milk, honey, and Twinks. What's not to love? Oh, what? I'm sorry, is this an insensitive time to thirst over muscular women? Trick question, a time like that doesn't exist. Dude, I'm so hyped to see more of Victor this season. No joke, I think Victor is probably the character I'm most interested in. I love Victor. I love the direction they're taking him in. Jinx is cool, But we already saw her transformation, you know? I love how slow and restrained Victor's transformation has been. Like, I'm so excited to see his final form. I'm so excited to see it, and I'm also so curious as to how he ends up there. Like, I play a lot of League of Legends, not super well versed in the lore though. And knowing what I know about Victor in the game, compared to how he is here, it's like, how the fuck do we bridge that gap?
Where you watch while these dreams gently float away.
Oh, what the fuck? Did Banksy animate this scene? This is sick. I love when animated shows completely change art styles to like illustrate a different type of emotion. I also just love charcoal drawings, so I am biased towards this. Like, I genuinely think that charcoal is my favorite medium of art, and it's really cool to see these charcoal like scenery pieces with splashes of color like this flower. It's a really cool, it's just cool. It's a sick aesthetic.
To think we nearly extended sovereignty to the creatures who did this.
I'd love it if he were like, and to think we nearly extended sovereignty to the out. Can we get a ramp in here?
Armed with hex tech.
Innocents will be caught in the crossfire.
How many more counselors have to be blown to pieces before you finally wake up?
I'm so on this guy's side. Innocents are already caught in the crossfire here. Like, yeah, avoid civilians, but I so don't blame this guy for wanting to crack down on Zaun after this. Like, it's objectively the shittiest place. It's the shittiest place where I'm pretty sure the only two professions you can have are bartender and mob boss.
Pin the attack on Jinx. Post a reward too substantial to ignore.
I'm sorry, Mel. I'm not comfortable trusting our fate to chance.
Yeah, I also kind of hate that plan. Mel, you look sick, and I want your mother to stuff my entire body inside of her. I know I'd fit. Just because Silco died doesn't mean the other hundreds of gangs in the underground aren't going to immediately take his place. Putting a bounty on Jinx's head will definitely unite the underground against Jinx rather than against you guys. But then once they get Jinx, you're back to, oh, what's our plan? Hey, guys, do you mind wheeling me under a bit of roof that's still intact? It's starting to, guys, I'm getting wet! Who the fuck sent her a page of the Death Note? What, is Ryuk just gonna show up like, oh great, another weirdo obsessed with killing a goth chick?
I had the shot.
The shot that would have saved your mother? Wow. Really wish you didn't tell me that. Well, that's my day ruined. I love Vi holding her like she's never even seen a hug before. Because honestly, she might not have.
As one of us.
Kate, I can't wear this.
People are calling for blood. The council won't stop them.
Be a cop. What are you afraid of? Everybody loves the police. All cops are beautiful. That's what they say. They say all cops are beautiful and only cowards fact check. So what's it gonna be, Vi? Do you want to be a cop or do you want to be a coward?
You alright?
What is this, Graves? Because no, right? Were they trying to trick us into thinking it was Vander for a second? Why was his face such a big secret for this random person who we've never met before?
Breathing. Pulse is consistent. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, well, at least he got him in the goop. I mean, that's really all you can do for him at this point. Also, what? Good. Yeah, no, that's pretty much what you want to see. You want to see your goop reacting violently to a person's biosignature. That's good. That's a good sign. That's a great sign, even. I mean, that means the goop is properly synthesized. Also, what?
What's it doing to him?
I don't know, Mel. I put him in the goop, didn't I? What more do you want from me? you didn't take the shot. How can anybody confidently shoot somebody with less than 2 scopes on their rifle? Look at you, using a gun with no scopes? Double that shit. Triple that shit.
Mother and I used to come here when we needed an escape. One of the few places we never argued.
Danny, comment on how gorgeous the show is. Fuck you, what am I, your eyeballs? Why do I have to sit here and state the obvious?
Nate, join the Peanut Patrol. And I thought she had no sense of humor.
Vi day drinking in the middle of the street is such a mood. Although you know what they say, Vi stands for vibe. Unless you're Caitlin. In which case, it stands for vibrator.
Junior Officer Nolan. Maddie. And, it's written on your face.
I'm waiting for this girl to get ripped in half and then for Singe to show up and, like, sew her torso onto the body of a deer. You can't introduce a cute, vaguely Scottish girl in the League of Legends show and not expect me to compare her to Lilia. Hey guys, there's like a new terrorist attack every day in this city. Maybe don't let completely masked strangers enter crowded events. Hey guys, there's like a new terrorist attack every 40 minutes in this city. Maybe don't let people speed walk towards political speakers carrying unmarked duffel bags. What, is he gonna shoot her in the head with a grappling hook? What a wild assassination weapon. My bad, I was clearly focusing on the wrong insane weapon here. Hey lady, got enough fucking chainsaws? What a wild device. Why does this thing exist? What is it, for when you want to chop down 3 trees simultaneously? What are you, the fucking Lorax's arch nemesis? Anything this thing can do, a regular chainsaw can definitely do 10 times better. This thing looks so hard to wield and swing around. It looked like somebody looked at a chainsaw and was like, think of it like this. If a regular chainsaw is an assault rifle, I want to make an LMG. I want to make the fucking minigun of chainsaws. Are you understanding this? See, like, what did that just do that a regular chainsaw couldn't? It just does what a normal chainsaw does 3 times. Dude, Chemtech is so sick. I fucking love fantasy terror. The purple and green looks so good. The armor looks so sick and like Warhammer-esque. Like, this show is so grimdark adjacent, isn't it? Oh, nice going, bozo. That's the problem with making your weakness the most grabbable part of your face. Jesus Christ, why is this girl getting fucked up right now? Hey guys, I really don't need to see this cute Scottish girl experience the horrors of domestic warfare. Vi, sweetheart, it's a valve. You just twist it, Vi. You just twist it. It's literally meant to be twisted off. I guess this is why Vi doesn't stand for Vitelligence. It stands for vibrator. How the fuck do you let a 7-foot-tall woman with 3 chainsaws sneak up on you, Jace? I really don't need to see this cute Scottish girl experience the horrors of death, guys. Am I really gonna get my Lilia origin story in the exact way I jokingly described earlier? Sick, Jace. Hey, keep hitting her. It didn't not work. You should never expect a hammer to get its job done on the first swing. That's like Hammers 101. Oh fuck, he isn't Graves, he's Braum, my bad. Oh, what is it, on cooldown or something? You gotta get that haste up, Vi! Oh, those are Noxian spears if I've ever seen them. That's gotta be Mbessa, dude. I'm so hyped that Mbessa is gonna be like an actual major player in this show. I thought when she showed up in the last season, I thought she was like a tease for maybe like other shows, like spin-off shows. I didn't know how much of a role Noxus was going to play in this series. I'm glad it's playing a role. She's so sick. Noxus is so sick. I'm so excited for this world to kind of like expand.
Thought for sure you were gonna get yourself killed.
That was such good facial animation. Did you see Vi like really try to pull off a laugh despite the fact that she's clearly pissed?
A memorial? What kind of animals?
What kind of terrorists commit terror? And on my birthday, no less! Do you understand how mean that is?
You're a caramel.
This is what you asked for.
I'd love it if this unlocked the box that had her top hat in it. Like, that's all this key unlocked, just a box with her mom's goofy-ass Mad Hatter hat in it. Also, this song reminds me so much of the Fall of Cybertron trailer. Do you remember that shit? Look up Transformers Fall of Cybertron cinematic trailer. It's the same tone, same type of song. Just a weird hit of nostalgia there. I think I called it nostalgia. I have to reference it now, otherwise I have to redo that take again, and I just don't want to. So this is my acknowledgement that I said nostalgia.
How did they sneak so many of these things into the ceremony? I thought we took every measure to secure it.
First off, they jumped out of an airship, so it's not like they really snuck them in. And second off, security wasn't all that tight to begin with.
If we do not defend ourselves with Hextech, our principles will mean nothing.
This dude is serving up the sassiest hand gestures I think I've ever seen in animation. I feel like this is like the sassy drag queen version of this, you know?
We aren't prepared for a full-scale invasion. The Undercity's attack proved that.
This is a closed council meeting. Who let you in here?
Really showing off your security skills once again. Glad you guys learned nothing from the last incident.
We've got a few surprises of our own.
Yo, there's that 3-scoped sniper rifle. Not as exciting as the top hat, I'll be honest. I would have jumped out of my chair if she showed up with that hat, but exciting nonetheless. Oh shit, the whole squad's gearing up. Genuinely astounded that this isn't actually Braum. Yo, check out SEAL Team Summoner's Rift rolling up. That's hype. Oh shit, Singed is jungling. Singed jungle, new meta. Look at him, he's taking his wolf camp. No red buff, no blue, just raw dogging wolves. I want to see him take a single step into their den and then just start hauling ass, gassing them while they chase him. And that was episode 1 of Arcane Season 2. Pretty good so far. Arcane releases its seasons in arcs. So, as I'm sure everybody knows, this weekend, they released episodes 1 through 3, and that's like essentially a mini arc. And the next weekend will be 4 through 6, and then 7 through 9. So the start of each arc is typically slower, but like, God, it's great to be back in Arcane. I love that Mbessa and Noxus are like becoming more of a presence. That's super interesting to me. The Victor stuff is always interesting to me. I hope he comes out of this goop chamber sometime soon. I really hope, I don't know, I hope he doesn't like stay in there until like episode 8 and then he comes out evil ass Victor. But yeah, Victor and Mbessa are the ones I'm like most excited about, primarily because not that season 1 really like ended or closed off Jinx and Vi's relationship, but it definitely feels like it's close to it, you know what I mean? There was a lot of arcing going on in season 1, and a lot of development. And so it's not that I'm not excited to see it progress, like I definitely am, but it's the one that I'm more like, okay, it's, you know, it's more Jinx and Vi. It's more like terrorist attacks involving like spring monkeys and like little chomping grenades and stuff like that. Like, I'm more interested and curious to see where things go with the hex tech and political stuff. Because the most impressive part of this show for me from season 1 was how well and how naturally it expanded itself into introducing Noxus, into like making the dilemma between like hex tech and chem tech and shimmer and Zaun and Piltover feel exciting. The world building was the most exciting part to me, and it still is, more so than like the interpersonal stuff. But again, it's weird, like I don't want to come off as being negative, because I'm really not. Like, it's not that the character stuff is boring or dull. The world building stuff is just so hype and exciting. But that's probably coming from the fact that I am a fan of League of Legends. So I'm like, ooh, Noxus, like, where's Darius, you know? Which, of course, is the worst type of fan to be. However, it's my channel. Piss off. But as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, and I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I live for now? I wrote